I finally remembered to take the straps in with me, and they made all the difference on the high pulls. I was in a very wide snatch grip position in thumbless grip, and with the straps on, I didn't really feel any discomfort on my fingers, especially the pinkies. They were feeling a bit of the pressure when I was especially lowering the bar. But in here, I wasn't feeling anything. And 50 kilos, I felt moved pretty well. I was going up to 8 reps, and then decided to go up 5 kilos and lower the reps just to see how 55 kilos felt. In the meantime, I was also getting some volume for the back in a pulling variation. This time it was the neutral grip, going for mid to high repetitions. I went up to 12 and then I did 10 in the other set. This is a set where I did 55 kilos on the high pull. I was planning to go 5 to 6 reps and see what the last set was gonna feel like, but I'm noticing that I am, I think, able to keep the bar close enough to the chest without feeling like my shoulder is giving me any discomfort, even though it's going a bit behind my body. This position of the hands seems to be very congenial to that, and adding the straps was the last step in making it comfortable to load, and hopefully is going to be progressed over time. And this is the last set on the high pulls. I wanted to record myself from both the front and the back. Was doing a pretty good job at keeping the groove in. Did not really have any disruptive repetitions where I had to reset and go back up, but I was staying in a lower rep range, and let's see next week if I'm able to do a few more, and then I will go back up again in weight. Here, a bit of a new variation, something that I've been thinking about for a while, doing some barbell pressing stuff. I wanted to consider doing it seated because I had a good experience with the seated dumbbell overhead presses. Those were on the bench, and in here I wanted to also experiment with pins. So reset from the bottom position, and the few reps I was changing my grip a little bit because I wanted to feel what was more comfortable. The last reps I was feeling a bit of a sticking point just up in the middle, where I'm noticing that my rotator cuff really tightens up. It feels like it's being pulled and it doesn't want to, but I need to teach it that it's fine. And if I can do that with some load and in the most controlled environment that I can create, hopefully I will be able to progress these, and in the meantime it's gonna help me recover from these very long annoyance that I've had for 4 months now, I think it is. And the last movement for the day was the hip thrust. In here from the last week, I went up in weight, but last week I was in a different gym which had a machine, and I started off with my body weight, and I felt like it was pretty easy compared to that machine with 75 kilos, which I was able to do maybe 8 to 10 reps with. In here with 75, I was going up to 15, then I put 85 on, and I was still doing 12, so I finished it off with 95 kilos, and this proved to be a challenging weight for a 10 rep range. So I might be starting with that from the next session and maybe go up on a 2 weekly basis. I can put an extra 5 kilos or so and see how it progresses. Ciao.